Hey, everybody. Hey.
Hello.
This is on, right? Yeah, we're good. What's up?
What's up, man? Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
it's actually good to see you.
Yeah, I've changed. I'm 30.
Yeah, you are. Do you feel 30? Do you feel flirty?
In every joint, in every dark corner of my thoughts, I feel a little older.
Yeah. Do you walk by like a cemetery and your like brain hurts? You're like,
one day that's gonna be me.
It's creeping up on me. That's funny.
Yeah, I got my plot of land picked out.
Yeah, you're just to have, or like this is your grave.
Just to have.
just
I'm gonna be cremated, but I do want a plot of land just to make sure nobody else can have it. And I want like a very sought after piece of a cemetery.
Of course.
And
so you paid like high dollar
just to have it, but not
Yes.
use it, and just like infuriate families.
Yeah.
Long after I'm gone.
Is that how cemetery? You can just buy a piece of land, like you don't need to like pay for it monthly.
I don't know.
That's kind of crazy, right? You know what's crazy? You can just like, I think that's how that works. You just buy the plot, which is because why can't you just buy the plot and live there? Now that I'm thinking about it, you know what I mean? Like, let me buy my own grave, but like, what's to stop me from just owning it and living there? You know?
Yeah. I would buy like a piece of a cemetery, you know, like a plot for my grave.
Okay.
And then I would just turn it into like a parking spot. And then people would come and park and just drive over the other graves.
Oh, okay. Not your body.
No, I'll be cremated.
Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah. I was thinking it'd be fun to like own the plot of land, the cemetery, and then your body is buried right there, so that every time someone parks, they'll just run over your grave.
Oh, that'd be funny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's also handicap accessible. You know, it's only for handicapped people. I don't know what that means, but I feel like that's just more important to me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're handicapped, you're halfway there.
Wow.
Sorry.
We're in the pod. We're back. This is good. I love this.
Or what if you just bought a piece of land at the cemetery and then you did use it for your dead body, but you don't bury it. They just lie your body.
Just lie your body. Oh, you're dabbing. You're
sure.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, personally, I'll be in some sort of pose. Probably a superhero pose.
Oh,
they'll taxidermy me. We don't do that enough. Human taxidermy?
Yeah, we don't do that enough. Not enough. I've seen it a few times, but not enough. Not as much as I'd like.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, have you seen Ho Chi Minh's body?
You can see it?
I've seen it. There's a mausoleum. You can walk and see it. It's crazy.
Oh, no.
It's in Ho Chi Minh City. No, it's in Hanoi. But there's a city called Ho Chi Minh City, which I think is funny. But I think the body's in Hanoi, which is like the capital or something, right?
I think so, because it used to be Saigon, right?
It used to be Saigon, but now that's
then it
politically
fell.
incorrect or some shit. Yeah.
But isn't it funny, like, political incorrectness in different countries?
Yeah.
It's like my roommate. He's got some pretty politically incorrect views on Taiwan.
Okay.
But in China, it's politically correct.
Yeah. It's actually, you will go to jail if you don't say it right there.
So
it's so politically incorrect, it's illegal.
Yeah, political correctness is all relative, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's how morals and ethics are, right? It's just whatever the vibes are. In Japan, you can get married at like 14. I guess in a lot of America, you can get married at like 14, depending. Yeah. Right, and I'm keeping track for sure. That's where I'm gonna retire. No, that's a big thing. Sex trafficking, not sex trafficking. Sex tourism. Like in Thailand, it's like a lot of pedophiles go there because it's like so you can get a woman for so young. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Not to be. Well, here's a blunder. Bringing that up on the pod. No, but what were we talking about? That's so interesting. I would love to talk to him about it.
You just got to get him drunk.
Yeah. I have talked to him about some Chinese thing. I'm trying to like pick his brain a little bit about it. Like we were just talking, and then I was like, "How is like?" I was like, "So Facebook's banned there, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "So you don't have Instagram?" He's like, "No." And I was like, "But you guys have your own like Instagram?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "But is it like better?" He goes, "It's so much better." It's so much better. I'm like, "What does that mean?" I want to know. He's like, "Yeah, I've gone viral many times." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah,
so
sometimes
cool.
with him you have to lead the conversation, but he always has something great to say.
He's a great dude. I love that guy.
We also probably should omit his name. I don't want him to get Jocelyn Chia.
Oh yeah,
we can leave her. We can leave her name in there.
We will not protect Jocelyn Chia for sure. Did something happen with her recently?
Yeah, the whole like Singapore thing.
Well,
she
like,
made
after
fun
that,
of
after that.
Her career blew up.
Did she get like banned? No, she was on Fox News. I forgot about that.
Yeah, she was on Fox News.
That's so funny. We'll bleep out that person's name.
Yeah, but not Jocelyn.
No,
we should have her on here.
I don't think he would care though. Maybe he would. I guess we'll text him. We'll see.
I'll ask him.
You'll ask him. Oh yeah, how's that going?
It's good. He made a Peking duck.
Okay, he loves to cook.
He's really good. Me and Josh are like okay, but then he puts us to shame.
He's another level.
He's really good.
He like really. He's also really good at skateboarding. I don't know if you knew that.
I know he skateboards, but he's really
like,
good.
Fucking good, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if you saw his Instagram, but he's like posting shit. Like he ollies super high. He like can do a kickflip. It's like crazy.
I don't know much about skateboarding, but he's like good.
He's good. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
He's like this guy's practice. You can see, you watch him like this guy. I mean his ollie is so high. Like I haven't seen the high of an ollie in a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, what a cool guy.
He's much cooler than us, much more accomplished than us.
I'm sure we can get him on too. I'm sure
for sure.
I know he's got some big blunders.
Yeah, is he fucked up? You think he's fucked up in his life?
I mean,
there's no way. He's perfect.
Yeah, he's great. Well, I'll let him decide what his mistakes are. I'm not just going to start naming all of my perceived mistakes.
Yeah, shitting on him.
Yeah.
No, he's a cool dude. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, is dying on your mind, my good sir? Are you bummed? What's on your mind?
I feel good. I mean, I feel good about turning 30.
You just look bummed for 2 seconds, like right now, and I'm worried.
Oh, I'm just pensive.
Folks, he turns 30, and here we are. Also, welcome to Blunder
balance.
The podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't even introduce it. Welcome to the pod, everybody. It's about mistakes. We
mistakes and regrets,
flops, errors, bad circumstances, moments where we or something happens to us where we feel like we fucked up or some sort of fuck up has happened or some blunder.
I can start first because I feel like mine's more broad, and then
we
can get into yours.
Love a good broad.
I think yours will be more interesting.
We'll see.
I think I was a mistake. Like in general, like not only was I a mistake, which is normal, but like strangely, I have 2 siblings, and I think all 3 of us were mistakes.
Yeah. I think you talked about this before, but that's no, but not like I think the audio's been fucked. I was gonna say I think our audio fucked up on those episodes. So I'm glad. I'm really glad you brought this back up.
Yeah.
So do they treat you like a mistake? Do your parents treat you like a mistake?
No.
They don't go, oh, you again? Whatever you want.
Well, I think I was the oldest.
Oh shit, I forgot about you.
I'm the oldest, so I don't know. I don't think I was like planned, but I was welcomed, you know. And then I think my sister was sort of in the same boat, and my brother was definitely like a complete
real
accident,
atomic bomb Oppenheimer kind of situation.
Yeah,
really fucked up. Yeah, one of my favorite things you said, I think when we were talking about this, I was like, I asked you, does your dad believe in contraceptives? And you went, when it's convenient. When it works for him.
Yeah.
And apparently he didn't care about it that. Now it's all about, now I guess in the past it's all about having raw dog sex. Mm-hmm. Which is good for him, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think that fucks with you, being a mistake? Like this idea that like I wasn't supposed to exist. I'm never meant to exist.
No, I mean like your parents' intent doesn't determine if you were supposed to exist or not. You know?
Yeah. But there's a difference between parents who intend to have you versus someone who doesn't intend to have you.
Well, I think they loosely intended to have a child one day.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It just wasn't like I don't think.
Unfortunately, they got you.
Yeah. I don't think I was an unwelcome accident. I think it was just loosely planned.
Yeah.
If not planned.
So it doesn't like affect you.
I never even think about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Until like right now. Mm-hmm. Until you have to think of a mistake that happened in your life. But now here you are.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Well, I wouldn't even know if mistake is the right word. It was just
an accident.
Yeah, happenstance.
I would say maybe poor planning because they did want a kid, just not at that moment.
Maybe this is a story for the happenstance podcast. Yeah, not the Blunder podcast.
No, we're changing. We're talking about happenstances now. I happenstance.
Coincidence.
I got free lunch tomorrow. Happenstanced on that. Forgot about it, and someone reminded me, and I'm like, that's awesome. So I got free. No, but that's interesting. I feel like that's an interesting distinction.
I think, I if I wasn't the oldest, and like if I was born into a family where everybody else was like planned.
Yeah.
And I was the only one that was
a mistake.
Then I think I would think about it.
Yeah.
But I got too much other stuff on my mind. Like I'm short.
Now that's a mistake.
Yeah.
On society's part. You didn't do anything wrong about that one.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah. In my mind, you're really tall.
Oh.
Like, when I dream about you, you're so tall. And, buddy, I dream about you a lot, all right? I dream about climbing all over you, dude.
Oh, man, that makes me feel so much better.
I dream about sitting on top of your head and looking out into the distance.
That makes me feel like I belong to be on this earth.
Yeah, am I fixing you, your psyche?
Yeah.
Right now?
I feel like a giant. And I feel
Well,
intentional.
again, in my mind, you are a giant. And me, very small, tiny guy. You pick me up sometimes by my back of my shirt, and I go, Victor, put me down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you toss me into the ocean.
I do it like a dog.
Yeah, with your mouth.
Yeah. Pick you up by
the
that
neck.
looks like it hurts.
What's it called? The
weenus.
The weenus of the neck. No, I think it's just called the penis. Oh yeah, you pick me up by my penis.
Yeah.
That's how you with your mouth, and then you toss me.
You know how like
all my relationships
they have
go.
like the fupa, like the fat upper pussy area. Maybe that's like. Have you heard of that? Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe that's like that.
I think a friend of the pod, Fernando, taught me that one.
Really?
Yeah. Little pouch. Yeah.
It's like that, but the neck.
Right. The fupa of the yeah.
The fat upper part of your.
Well, like if you do it to animals, they feel like endorphins or whatever, because that's how like they're like you said a dog.
No way. There's no way that's
that's
true.
They sort of like it. I think when they're puppies, they like it. I don't know. Maybe you're looking at. I don't know. This is not a factual podcast.
Think about it for a second. There's no way.
There's an anecdotal. No. Well, I think it's like they are meant to like. Okay, this is my theory behind this. Now that I'm thinking about it, they probably were picked up that way as kids, as like puppies or kittens, and then as they got older, if you do it, it like reminds. It's like nostalgic for them. That's my theory.
I think just anatomically it looks painful.
No, there's.
I
If you
can't
do it,
see any way where that's like.
they're fine if you do it. They're just chilling usually. How else are the
you
parents?
pick up your animals like that?
Oh, for sure. I pick up humans like that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I do that to my boss when he's stressed. You know, give him a little pickup by the back of their necks. Yeah.
I think it's wrong.
All right, we got PETA on the pod. Anyway, no, that's. I'm sorry that you sometimes feel like a mistake, but also I'm not sorry because you don't feel like.
No, I don't feel like a mistake at all.
Yeah, you feel amazing.
No, I don't feel like a mistake.
You don't regret
at all.
existing, ever.
I mean, that's different.
Well, I do blame your parents for that.
I do blame them too.
Yeah,
It was their fault.
that's what I'm saying. And also, it's even worse because they didn't even plan you. That's where I'm thinking. If I knew it was a mistake, I feel like this would fuck with me. I think I'm projecting it on you.
I wonder how many kids are like actually planned.
I don't know if I was. I mean, maybe. My parents are pretty old when they
Old
had me.
school. Yeah, I'm reading this book about
like
like immigrant
30, almost 40.
about like there's a line where it's talking about like immigrants coming to America. And
Yeah.
It's like not only are they like traveling the world, they're also traveling time because they're sort of like fast forwarding like generations of time.
Oh, whoa.
Because they have to like catch up to this new
Right.
society.
I was thinking like jet lag, but no, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. Because like
Time zone.
I feel like my parents are culturally like 2 generations back.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Wow.
with their culture. Yeah.
Not because they're like in America's mind. They're just from like a undeveloped part of America or the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just in terms of like conservatism.
No, that is a real thing. I think along those lines, like my mom is from a very like shittier part of Thailand, I guess. Or not shittier, but more rural.
Oh, the pedophile part.
Yeah, the pedophile part. Yeah, she was a pedophile. No, my mom's not a pedophile. That's crazy. But if she was, she'd be in Thailand. But that's why she moved here, because she's not a pedophile. But no, she's from like a place where it feels like it's physically stuck in the 1950s. So I feel like that also affects a lot of immigrants who come here, because they probably are from parts where I feel like America's just so advanced, but now it's not as advanced, but like in the past it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're talking about more of like a societal dynamic of generational.
Oh, it could be both. Yeah, I'm sure it plays a factor.
Yeah. So you think they're just like literally more conservative in their like thinking or like how life works?
Yeah, just in terms of like just for example, like they're very traditional in the sense of like gender roles and stuff. And they're right. But no, but like I don't agree with everything that they believe, you know,
Right.
but I rationalize it by like, well, you know, they're older. But then whenever I look at them compared to other Americans their age, they're even old school compared to them.
Wow.
You know, so
interesting.
I'm like, oh.
Do you guys like argue about was that a point of contention?
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
They were like, you have to be the breadwinner, and you're like, all right, I already know that. That's how I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your mom was she pretty like at home, stay at home, cooking, cleaning?
No, she works a lot. But
It's so funny how that
But just
works,
in terms of, I know, right? It only applies to the woman.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I
Well, not even that. It's just like how they believe that, but also they don't follow that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
But
hypocrites.
no, I guess we don't really argue it. I mean, I think it more applies to like the woman's role around like the house in quotes, you know, because I see the double standard all the time. Like,
but your dad was big into cooking, right?
well, that's because he likes to cook.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like a hobby.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Less so as like I feel like I have to do this for my family.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
But he'll cook, and then he likes to cook, but sometimes he's still like, you know, a woman should be cooking.
Yeah.
She's like, you know, in Vietnam, the women cook. She says that about my Filipino mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Which they probably believe that too in the Philippines. It's a backward ass place, dude. No, you know what's interesting? My mom became the breadwinner of the house, and my dad never helped her out with her business ever.
Really?
It was like a restaurant. It was like she had 4 restaurants, and my mom complained about it all the time. I think it was because he like had gender roles in his mind, where she's like, why would I help the woman with her business? You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense. Like women shouldn't be running a business. That kind of thing.
Oh, it was like deeply ingrained.
I think so. Because why wouldn't you help out the breadwinner of the house to make even more money? Also, you are using her money.
Right, yeah, because you'd be helping yourself as well.
Yeah, it was so illogical. Never helped at one moment. I did, personally. I did all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a good guy.
Ego.
Yeah. I thought of the Barbie movie before it came out 10 years ago. I was Knuff 10 years ago, all right? I was like, yeah, I'll work for a woman. That sounds amazing. Yeah, she did pay me, though, so that was I guess it was pretty equal. But yeah, I think it's, I don't know. It reminds me of that. Where I think they come with so ingrained thoughts of how the world works because they're immigrants. And that's why they're fucked up.
And they're wrong.
And they're wrong. Make it very clear, we love women's rights.
But not immigrants.
You guys stay the fuck out. Backwards ass.
Well, anyways, that was my huge mistake. My existence. How about you?
Well, before we move on, I want to know about your little brother. Was that like a huge shock for your parents? Were they like, yo, this is so crazy that we were having a kid? Or was it just like, oh, we're having another kid?
Yeah, it was a shock because I found out at the same time my dad found out.
Whoa.
My mom kept it a secret for like
9 months.
for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Wow. And then we were getting dinner one night.
Well, that's wild.
For my grandma's birthday. And
Nice.
then my mom was like, well, I have an announcement. I have something to say. And we were like, what bullshit is this going to be about? Yeah, exactly. And then she was like, I'm having a child.
Whoa.
And everyone was like, no, seriously, come on.
Yeah.
And then it turned out to be true.
Whoa.
And then we were all kind of speechless. And
How were you feeling?
I was like...
Because you were like 18 at the time, right?
Yeah, I was like 19. I was about to... Wait. I was like 18 or 19.
Wow, that's wild.
I think I was about to turn 19. Yeah, but I was like... I felt like selfishly like... I felt like concerned for myself because I was like, oh, this is going to ruin my
life.
Yeah, my life and my college years and everything.
Yeah. How would that... Because you have to take care of the kid? Is that what you're thinking?
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah.
And...
Fuck. Abortion.
I mean, I don't even want to get into all that. But no, it turned out to be a good thing.
Yeah. You love your brother.
Shock. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like the best.
He is.
He like rocks.
This him? Well,
these are your words.
Yeah, no, he's great.
Yeah.
He's good here.
Do you think he's made you a better person?
Yeah, for sure.
That's so sweet. So it's like, in a way, you're the parent. So in the way that you, I feel like a lot of dads and moms kind of worry about this way. Like, oh, man, now I have to put my life in check or whatever. And it actually elevates their life.
Yeah, it was like kind of in a balanced way, too, because I got to experience all of the joys of watching a child grow up.
Yeah.
And I don't have to be there for him at all.
Yeah, you're like an uncle.
I just bounce. And it's technically okay.
Right.
Yeah.
You have shit to do. They don't expect you to do a lot of your parents are just like cool with you, like not taking up too much responsibility.
No, I'm pretty involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like sending him money all the time.
I talk to him all the time.
Nope.
Like when he was a baby. Like I built all of his like baby stuff.
Oh, that's sweet. Changes diapers.
Changes diapers.
Wow.
Swaddled them. Dude, whenever I have a baby or whenever I take somebody else's,
yeah,
I'm going to be such a good father.
Yeah, you know exactly what to do.
Abductor.
Okay, all right. Hell yeah, hell yeah. You do give off that vibe.
Father?
Yeah, let's go with that. You're like a good dad.
Yeah.
A good wannabe dad. Yeah, that's sweet. I don't know one day.
Yeah, we should adopt.
Your brother?
Sure.
Okay. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun bit for the pod if we adopted a kid.
That would be good. Every couple episodes we just check in on him.
Yeah.
He's not even.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Still good in there? Need food?
Yeah. We do need a producer.
Yeah. What do we name him? Like Lonnie? I don't know. That's my first name. Came to mind.
Lonnie Shang.
Lonnie Shang. Okay, we're giving you 2 names. Rupert. We'll name him after my cat. Rupert. Look this up, Rupert. Is this shit real? We never do that. Again, not a factual pod. Oh, yeah, look up animal neck things. Is that real? We'll do that.
That still sounds like a justification.
To pick your animal up that way?
No, it releases endorphins. It makes them feel good.
All right, we're gonna look this up later. We're probably never gonna bring this up ever again. But I remember watching as a kid, like an episode about dogs or cats or something, and I remember vividly, they did like a computer model of like their neck. And then, like, the skin coming up from it, and then, like, what that does to the brain.
Is it all just calloused or something?
No, it's just, like, skin. It's just skin and, like, nerve endings.
Where on your body, where if you pull it with enough force, it lifts your whole body off the ground. It makes you feel happy. It reminds you of your sweet, innocent childhood.
Dude, I got a lot of places, all right?
It just sounds
one main place.
It just sounds counterintuitive. Like, you know how, like, they say, like, putting your tongue in somebody's ear is, like, a turn-on? Okay. In what world is that?
I get that. That makes more sense to me. Because it's, like, so intimate. And, like, yeah. I want to be like, let's try it right now.
It's gross.
No, I get it. I kind of get it. It's like your ears are so sensitive. So when you feel like something so
yeah.
I get that a little more than the animal thing. We'll look into the animal thing. It doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter.
I'll die on this hill.
This is your first step into like being like a men's rights person or something. You're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm an animal truther.
Well, truth, yeah. Animals aren't fucking men are the ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. Anyway, I'm sorry again. Sorry you were born. I wish you weren't. I'm just kidding. I'm glad that you're here. I love doing this pod. This is actually really fun. I do enjoy this pod.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. Is this one okay?
This one's fun.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I feel a little tired, to be honest.
I feel a little tired too.
But we're all right.
So I'm like self-conscious.
We're zooming.
Am I being a bummer?
No. A bummer, no.
A blunder bummer?
A bummer bus. We can talk about my blunder. I have a pretty good one. I think you'll find it interesting. People who are fans of comedy, interesting. Okay, so I was on a show, not to brag. Classic me, doing shows. All right, okay.
Where is this? In New York?
In New York City, best city for comedy ever. So is that this venue? Doesn't matter what the venue is, but okay. So the show is like.
I think it matters a lot for this story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy Lover.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a back room of a bar.
Yeah.
Probably holds a total of like 30 people. Mm-hmm. There's probably like 15 people there, right? It's like that's a decent crowd for that sort of space, right?
Yeah, nice and intimate.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't a
easy
theater.
loving.
It wasn't town hall. All right. It'd be funny if this was at town hall though. Now that I think about it, like just one. It's a story about a heckler, kind of. Mm-hmm. Okay, so.
Was that a dig at me doing town hall?
No, it's it's
I was
cool.
gonna say that not even the biggest venue I've done in New York.
Wait, what's the biggest venue you've done in New York?
I think you were referring to the Beacon Theater.
Is that I got that mixed up, right?
No, I did both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But anyway, tell me about Easy
That's
Lover.
cool. Yeah, so Easy Lover, that's the sort of venues I've been doing. All right, I think about 30 compared to Town Hall, which is like what 700. Anyway, no, it's actually 2,000.
Oh yeah. Thank you for correcting me, so I wouldn't have to correct you. Yeah.
Yeah, not everyone can do Town Hall. All right, so Easy Lover, this guy's in the front row. This dude that is the point of the conversation. Let's call him Romania. All right. So a person before me goes up, and she, I was debating about changing the gender. I don't think it matters. She starts straight off the bat, bad vibes. She goes up there, and she was like, hey guys. Like, she's like just trying to push through it, right? And then she does like her first joke, and it kind of bombs because her vibes are bad.
Her vibes are bad.
And I think she would agree to this.
It's just her demeanor. She said something.
She just didn't seem like in the mood to do stand up, and she was like, "I have to fucking do stand up." You know what I mean? She also talked about it on stage. She was like, "You guys are here. You know, we all could be home," or something like that. Like she had one of those things.
No.
Yeah, one of those things, right? And then the Romania leans over and starts like chatting, like kind of quietly, and then she gets like antagonizes him. It's like, "What's going on here? What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking?" Yes.
Oh yeah.
Again, he's front row, right? So he's like, "What?" She's like, "What are you doing?" Like,
is she like a New York comic?
She's a New York comic. Are you trying to piece it together?
No, not New York. Is she like a newer comic, or is
no,
she like,
no. She's
more
like
experienced?
she's a little seasoned. I would say.
Yeah.
Like I've known her as long as I've been doing it.
Okay.
Which I guess I'm not. Depending on 5-ish years at least, right?
Okay.
So yeah. So she does that, and then he responds like he has an accent because he's from Romania, and the Romanian guy just goes, "Oh, talking about your joke." And then she's like, "What?" She's like thrown off by the accent. She's like, "Where are you from?" And he's like, "Romania." And then she's like, "Okay, well, stop talking," or whatever. It doesn't matter where you're from, or something. She like says something like that, where it's just like, "Wow, okay, this is kind of intense."
Wow.
Yeah, this is very antagonistic. And then she's like, "I'm just kidding around, guys." Like tries to save it. Like, no, you weren't. You were being for real. You're being for serious. For serial. And then she does her jokes. She does like, I don't know, 6 more minutes of jokes or whatever. Doesn't do well, bombs basically, and then leaves, right? And then I follow that.
So right? I was gonna ask.
Yeah, then I'm right after her. So then I go up there, and I try to save it. I mean, I tried to do this dumb joke. It was stupid. I go, "Oh, you guys are from Romania?" And then they were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Love your guys' lettuce." Just like Romanian is stupid. And then I was like, big fan of the Coliseum. Like just like really butchering their country.
Yeah, that's good.
And then nothing. It just bombs, and I was like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that or something like that, right? And that kind of got a laugh, you know, like classic. And I was like, what if I was that dumb though? What if I didn't know the difference between Rome and Romania? And then nothing again. I'm like, all right, I'm done talking about this, right? I was like, I'm done. But then I decided I'm talking to his friend, the one he talked to. I was like, are you also from Romania? And she was like, yeah, I'm from Romania. I'm like, oh, cool, that's awesome. Like, that's fun. Do you guys have stand up in Romania? And the guy goes, yeah. What do you think? And I was like, no, sorry. He doesn't say that. I go, do you have stand up in Romania? He goes, yeah, it's much better than what's happening right now.
There it is.
And now I'm like, whoa, okay.
I know he's wrong. Romanian stand-up is very bad.
Do you actually know this for a fact?
Yeah.
Have you seen Romanian stand-up?
One of my best friends is a Romanian comic. His name's Radu Blunder.
And he sucks.
No, he's great. He's hilarious. Yeah. But I think he's done comedy in Romania, and he's like, of course it's bad.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I go. Well, at first I'm like, okay, wow, all right. Like I reacted. I'm like, this is crazy that he just said that.
Yeah.
Like, he's like not having fun. Like pretty combative thing to say. And then I was like, is your stand up in English or in Romanian? And he goes, what do you think? That's when he said, what do you think? Like, what do you think? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, there's both. Like, you can have both.
Probably
you know
Italian.
What I mean? Yeah. So I'm like, he was like shaking his head, like, just you're an idiot. And I'm like, this guy's trying to outsmart me. And I'm like, let me guess, Romanian? He goes, yes. Now I'm like, okay, that's why it's better, because you don't have a language barrier. You don't know what's going on.
Right.
And he just like stares at me, and I'm like, I don't know what to say about that. I like turned to the host. I'm like, yo, do you know this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? Right?
So you got a little irate.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I was smiling though, trying to like be joking about like, what the hell? This is crazy. You guys are seeing this, right? Everyone's just silent, you know, kind of staring. And then I was like,
amped up.
A little, yeah. No, yeah. I was in fight or flight mode. I was just like ready, right? I was obviously about to fight, but what else did I say? Sorry, this was like a week ago, so I'm trying to remember. And then I was like, oh, don't worry about it. Anyone else here from Romania or from any other parts of the country or the world? This is your last chance. Say something now.
Yeah.
No one said anything, and I'm like, all right, that's cool. Romanian, don't worry about it. I bombed in front of hundreds of Romanians, don't worry about it. And I got sort of a laugh, and then I sort of did the rest of my say, and it went okay after I said that. But then I was riding the train back with Divya Gunasekaran. You know her?
She came to Punk's dinner party.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, didn't get the invite to that. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I think you were out of town.
Probably. I don't know. We don't talk like that anyway. But anyway, so Divya, she's great. Good friend of the pod. This pod that doesn't even exist. It's not even out yet. Yeah. But I rode the train with her, and I was just sort of talking to her about it. I was like, that guy's being like crazy competitive, right? And she was like, yeah. Like, was that annoying you? And I was like, in my mind, I was like, nah, it didn't really annoy me, but I just thought it was kind of weird. And I don't know why he said this. And I was like getting amped up. I talked more and more about it. And then she just kept listening. And I was like, yeah, you're right. It is annoying me. You're right. It annoyed me.
She's got a very listening face, dude.
Yes, she's very good at just letting you go. And then you say the thing. And she's like, I got your ass.
Yeah.
She's a great listener.
She is.
One of the best. So that was a big blunder. And I've never talked to someone, an audience member, who was like too good for the show. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He was like, oh, no, dude, I've seen better than this. Like, dude, shut up.
I bet you that's what the stand-up is like there. It's probably just very sarcastic.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't think sarcasm exists anywhere else besides America, I was thrown off. They're catching on.
They are.
They're getting our technology.
Yeah, sarcasm is hack.
That's being earnest.
Yeah.
Nanette, Hannah Gadsby.
Do you feel like so what was the blunder there? That you engaged with that guy?
I engaged, didn't handle it well, was getting pissed, and it wasn't really like I guess it was sort of a mistake. You can see it as a mistake, but it was more of just like, this sucks. This sucks for everybody. You know what I mean? Like kind of an experience that no one really liked.
I like it.
You like it? Yeah. Thank you, dude. But have you dealt with audience members like that, or just like they're so like you're just mean? You're like being like a mean person, you know? Or like sarcastic, I guess. Like,
I usually don't.
Better than I've seen here. Interact.
Yeah, nothing's coming to mind now. I mean, I've had like crazy like heckles and interactions and stuff, but not like passive aggressiveness.
Right.
The passive aggressiveness drives me insane.
Well, it's crazy. I'm like, you don't have to be at the show.
Yeah.
I didn't know how they even got there. I was like, I wanted to ask, but I was like, I don't want to talk to you more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like, I think, well, here's what I think the mistake is you tried to like outsmart that guy.
Yeah.
But you can't outsmart him. You got to outdumb him.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But then he wins.
No, he doesn't.
Because
you're highlighting him as the fool.
I guess.
By like being superficial dumb. You know what I mean? Because you're not dumb, and everybody knows that.
I think you're right. I just take this shit too seriously. That's my issue. I blundered.
Do you feel like you're an angry guy?
I
feel like you have like a little simmering rage, but then you sort of like you kind of like play it off with a smile and deflecting. But you seem I feel like you a lot of things get on your nerves, which is fine. Which is good.
I think the thing is with things that matter to me, I'm very like sort of detail oriented. You know what I mean? And so when those things don't go, like, I don't know if you saw me like fixing this camera, like I was starting to get really annoyed because I was just like, these little things that are,
I know.
Yeah, I want these things to be like perfect. I think that's the thing. I think I have like high standards for little things when it like is important to me, and if they don't meet them, I get pissed.
Yeah.
But I think with like when it comes to like interacting with people and like hanging out and just like chilling, I'm pretty chill. I don't like care too much about anything.
Totally.
That makes sense. So it depends on what it is. But I think there is like an element of like when I have high standards about something,
I get
it. This has to be amazing, or else I will lose my mind. And that's just like how I was raised, like in terms of like education and academics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've always had that like high standard, and I gotta meet it.
Sure.
And if I don't, I'm fucking pissed.
I get it. Yeah.
So that's why in stand up, like this moment, like really pissed me off. I'm like, I'm not meeting what I want. That's not working out how I wanted to do. You know?
Yeah. I see. So it was less about that guy, just more about like.
Yeah. Well, I mean that guy too. That guy as well. But I was down to me. I've had interactions where like this isn't going well, but then like we talked after and like, oh, we're chill. You know what I mean? Like this guy was not like, he just like beelined out. And I wanted to talk to him. I'm like, oh man, you're just joking around. You know, don't worry.
Yeah,
about
fuck
it.
that guy.
Yeah. Well, I want to do what Norm Macdonald does when he like bombs at like a show. He like stands in front of the exit and just says, "Thanks for coming to the show," and shakes everybody's hand. I want to do that. That's so funny.
Yeah, I love
that.
That's
amazing. But yeah, I don't know if I have a. Do you think I have a simmering anger? I don't know. I wonder if I'm just like I am angry deep down.
I don't think you have. I don't think you're an angry person.
Yeah.
But I see the way that you handle your like irritation and your anger.
Sure.
And it's like you kind of like repress it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
A little bit. Damn. Should I just let it go? Let it rip?
No.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if there's a good way to like handle anger. It's better than what I do.
Do you just let it rip? Usually
I stuff it down, but like
interesting.
Sometimes when that doesn't work, it just goes straight to like.
Right.
Yeah. When I was in Texas like a couple of weeks ago, like I lost my temper.
At that person, you almost fought that guy.
Oh, I told you.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah.
We texted about it. That was a blunder on everyone's end.
Well, the blunder was my friends didn't let me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that guy he was just being antagonistic for no reason.
Right.
And then
is there like a story behind this?
It was so stupid. It was so minute. It's not even like there was no arc to the story or anything.
No character development.
It was just like I was hanging out, having a good time with my friends. This drunk asshole was trying to impress his girl, so he was being real snarky.
Sure.
And then for some reason he singles me out, probably because like I'm small and I'm Asian. And then it's kind of the same thing where I was like, okay, he's trying to be like a smart ass.
Yeah.
I know even if I make the right points and I outwit this guy,
it's
not going to count as a win.
Who cares?
Because he won't admit it as a win.
Right.
So I was like, well, I'm just going to go to, as Kanye West says, DEFCON 5. And then
specifically on a certain group of people.
Yeah. And I called them a few choice words that I would not dare say.
Some anti-Semitic things.
New York. Not anti-Semitic.
Okay, all right.
Would not say in a blue state.
Wow. Okay. Are you being for real?
Yeah.
You said, wow. Okay. Hell yeah.
But just because like I knew that's what would hurt his feelings, not because not because I think
you're a bigot.
Not because I'm a bigot. I mean, well, maybe, but because I did use those words. I don't know if that makes me a bigot. But
I guess you could.
I use those words for their effect.
Right.
Not because of my personal beliefs, which I think is fair game.
Well, you could argue that, using them for the effect is how you believe those words reflect that certain person or word. You know what I mean?
I was using those words based on how I believed he believed.
Right. Okay.
That those groups of people are perceived. Yeah.
You also just say you're emotionally compromised, so you had to use those. You didn't want to use the words, but it just came out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I was emotionally compromised.
Sure. You had to do what you had to do.
Yeah. And then I lost my temper, and then he was kind of shocked that I was so willing to like escalate things so fast.
Yeah.
And then but I was already starting to calm down, and I started calling more names. and then things were
stupid head.
Things were already starting to like die down.
Yeah.
But I should have told him. I was like, I will fuck you up right now. I will fuck you up. And and then
N-word.
I didn't say that.
I know everyone's thinking that.
Because he was white.
Yeah. No, even more reason.
Yeah. And then but then he like stood up.
Yeah.
And that started everything again.
Oh wow.
And then and I stood up, and then we got broken up, and I was really embarrassed about that. Like when I lose my temper like that, I don't feel cool. I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking man. I'm a fucking machismo. I'll fuck people. Like it's really embarrassing.
So your friends pulled you. Wait, so you stood up and then did you like lunge? You didn't like lunge at him, did you? Or you're just like
I was getting ready.
Right. And then your friends like pulled you back.
This is turning into like I would have.
No. I want to know. I
was with all my friends.
Right.
And so we both stood up and we were having this confrontation.
Yeah.
And then I was getting ready and like I was like in a stance, you know, like and then I could tell that he was either drunk or he was just completely unprepared to fight. Yeah. You know, he was like completely square. He's like just chin up.
I think he was probably so drunk. Also probably didn't know how to fight. No, not many people do know how to fight. You know what I mean?
I was so ready.
Yeah.
And so my friend just told me, it's like, it's not worth it. And then it just like pulled me inside.
Oh,
I knew they were right. That's why that's why I followed them.
But I'm assuming you're still fuming. You're probably like,
I was very upset. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I was on the train. I was just like, I felt it. I was just like, man, I'm like antsy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But this was like a blackout, like blind.
Wow.
Like
you're ready to go.
Yeah. But also like that's like really embarrassing.
Yeah.
I don't like.
You've been in fights before, right? Or your anger has gone a hold of you?
Fight that's like that's pretty generous.
Kind of just rolled on the ground together.
Yeah.
That's how most fights go, quote unquote. I feel like.
Yeah. No. I feel gross like talking about it.
Yeah. Well, this is what the pod's about, dude. Our blunders. We fucked up.
Like I hate that. I wish I just hit him. To be honest, I really wish that is what I feel like the blunder was.
Wow. Why?
Because now looking back, this story is like, bro, me and this dude got into like this yellow match, and bro, I swear, if my friends were there, I would have fucking killed them.
No, I think you're being honest, though. I think you're being honest about how you felt, and I think that's okay. And I also don't think you're like bragging about it. I think you're clearly making it like, God, this was an embarrassing time.
It's so stupid.
Yeah,
it's so stupid that I do that.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And
I just think you feel vulnerable right now. It's tough to talk about.
It's so cringy. It's so cringy.
Which is why, totally.
And
I get it.
I talked to my friends the next day, and they were like, "Yeah, you totally should have hit that guy." And the bouncer,
why'd you hold me back?
I went back out there later, and he had left, and the bouncer was like, "Yeah, that guy's here all the time. It's like a big problem." He's like, "Honestly, if you would have hit that guy, we would have just let you."
That's funny. He like deserves it.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm sorry that happened. That sucks.
It's still irritating to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're still. Yeah, I can tell. It's starting to. It's getting at you a little bit.
He definitely won that.
Yeah.
He won that.
You think? No, I don't think he won that. Why do you think he won that? Because you backed down? Because you got pulled out?
Because he's not even thinking about this. I think about this all the time.
Right. But I feel like the way society thinks of like winning, like that's not a right way to think of winning. You know what I mean? Like just because he doesn't think about it and you do, I think you not engaging and not like giving in to the whole like I'm gonna fuck this guy up thing is like that.
Yeah, that
shows a lot.
And he hit me with like you know who my father is?
Oh,
and it worked because that is like one of the deciding factors.
Did he tell you who his dad was?
Because he was like this fratty, like you know, southern rich boy. You know, you could tell. And then
was he implying that he's gonna like sue your ass if he fights you or if you fought him?
I thought he didn't imply that, but just based on what he told me about him, I was like, that's probably where this is leading.
Right.
You know, because we were like, what do you do?
Were you really drunk as well?
I was dead sober.
Oh,
I hadn't had like a single drop of alcohol.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
I was imagining you were drunk the whole time.
No.
This changes things. Now I don't like you. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kidding.
I just don't like being... whenever I feel like I'm being bullied, I don't handle it well.
Oh, of course.
And
were you bullied the locker room up?
Well, I was very small, yeah.
Oh wow.
Interesting. But yeah, he's like, yeah, my dad, or he was talking about he's like a golf instructor at a country club.
Okay, so not even like a cool job, like not even like a rich person job.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
A rich job.
So I was like thinking about that, and I was like, oh, his dad's probably rich.
But he's but he's
and then
probably.
like so I was like, I don't know, like if it doesn't look like he's fought before,
right?
You know, so if I hit this guy, if I hurt this guy, like he seems like the type of person who would sue or get me in trouble.
Right. Like find who you are, look through like security camera footage, and like track you down. And be
yeah.
Sue your ass.
But also, I should not be doing that because I'm tiny.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna get hurt.
Maybe, but you also know how to fight, which is kind of an advantage.
But I mean, like it doesn't
now
matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because I'm 5'6".
I don't know. Does it? I think it does matter. Technique is. I mean, that's what BJJ is, right? Like, even if you're small, if you know technique, you can really take a person out.
Yeah, but if you're small, like, yeah, maybe you won't get your ass kicked as bad as somebody who's bigger, but like, you're still
get your ass kicked.
Maybe you could win, but there's still like a high chance you're gonna get hurt.
You'll get them in an arm bar and they'll tap out, and you'll be like, "Thank you so much for rolling with me."
Yeah, you can still get hurt.
Yeah. No, I get you. It's all right though. Hey,
I didn't want to talk about it. But then the blunders just they simmer up to the surface.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I don't think this is not like, I don't feel like you should be embarrassed by this. I feel like it's a very normal thing. It happens all the time. Also, you didn't actually engage.
But that's the problem, is it happens all the time.
Not like with you, not just you, no, not like
it happens
you,
to me all the time.
The royal you. It happens to like a lot of dudes all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like with you, I feel like you've told maybe like 2 stories of getting in a fight. Dude, I went to college with dudes who got in fights like every weekend.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I've yelled at women.
Sure. Okay. Wasn't expecting that, but all right.
But it was warranted.
We're testing this friendship right now. Yeah.
I never told you the story.
No, this is interesting.
During the freeze, how much time do we have?
We have plenty of time. 3 hours left, baby.
During the freeze, I went out to buy supplies at our like big grocery chain.
Like Texas was freezing over?
A couple of years ago.
Oh, Texas, okay.
Sorry, there was a big freeze in Texas,
right.
And our power grid shut down. A lot of people died.
Sure.
And it was like 30 degrees.
Yeah.
30 degrees, which is like normal winter here. People died in Texas. But anyways, I made a run to the grocery store, and I was checking it out. And then the lady in front of me, she began to walk away without paying.
Wow.
Which, whatever, none of my business.
Yeah.
There, do you? And the cashier was like, "Oh, ma'am, I believe you haven't paid yet."
Yeah.
And she blows up on this guy.
Whoa.
And she's like, "Motherfucker," and like she's calling him the N-word. She's not black.
Wow.
And then
Texas, baby.
Yeah. Neither was he. He wasn't black either.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Why don't want crime? Hell yeah.
And so she's like berating this guy. Is like, "You think I don't know that? You think I'm a dumb motherfucker?"
Wow.
It's like, of course I was gonna pay. I was just moving my stuff and all this. Still. Neutral party.
Yeah, just chilling on your phone.
Yeah,
you're
like,
texting.
none of my business.
Yeah.
And so here's where my mistake was. When she had scooted up to leave, I had scooted up behind her so I could pay, right? And then so when she's coming back to pay for her stuff, she kicks my car back. Like,
Whoa.
into me. She kicks my car back into me.
Whoa.
And that's whenever I lose it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like yelling at her. And I'm saying things, and I'm like making threats and stuff.
Saying the N-word? You can say it.
No, I didn't do that.
Okay.
I didn't do that.
But she was calling you that.
Weirdly,
like,
she didn't call me that.
You're closer than you were before.
Yeah.
You're just like, this guy's not black.
and then so like we're going back and forth and we're yelling, and then she was, and then I was like, yeah, she was like yelling at me. I was like, you kicked my fucking car, you dumb fucking bitch.
Yeah.
And then she was like, yeah, that's because I have to fucking pay. And I was like, it wouldn't be a problem if you fucking paid like a normal person in the first place.
Yeah.
And
it's hurried up. Yeah.
Some other like things. It was whatever.
Right.
That gets taken care of. She pays. She leaves.
Right.
Everybody's staring at us.
And you're like, wow.
And then I'm like, as fast as I turned it on.
Yeah.
I turned it off. I was like checking out, and I was like, oh, that's pretty crazy, huh? I was like, it's been a crazy freeze, right? And
you're like, oh, am I gonna pay? No, oh, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. And then exactly. And so I'm leaving. After that, I'm leaving, and then I see her. The manager's talking to her.
Yeah.
And she's complaining about me.
Oh wow.
And then she's complaining, like white tears, complaining to the manager, like, there he is.
Yeah.
Just pointing at me.
Oh my god.
And then this, like, I dive further into the situation.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to like avert it or like trying to avoid it, I beeline it straight to her, and I'm like, "What? What's going on?"
Yeah, I will fuck you. Yeah, I will fuck you up. Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Right. But you're thinking that
in the line. I was saying that.
Right.
Here, no.
Okay.
And then the manager's like, "Please, sir, like just leave."
Yeah.
And then so I left.
And then you got in your car and you're like, time to go home. Like, it's all chill.
Yeah.
You turned it right off.
Yeah.
Dude, that's wild that it can turn on and off for you like that. That's crazy. That's interesting. That's so interesting.
Know.
You never know. now I'm afraid. Yeah, dude.
I don't do that to my friends. I only feel
doing
like
great, man. This pod's going good, dude.
I only feel that way whenever I'm 120% certain that this is an injustice happening to me.
You know, talking about this makes me think about like how you process anger versus how I process anger. Like, I think you have it figured out. You know exactly what's making you angry. You know what's going on, and you will focus in and like deal with it in that moment. Me, I feel like when I like get angry, I guess, like I just get confused. I don't really know what's going on. I like don't understand what's happening usually.
You get flustered
a little bit. Yeah, I think if I were in her position and she like did that, I'd be like, what's happening? I don't know. Like, people are yelling. Did I fuck up some? Like, I would start considering that maybe I fucked up, and I like would really try to like take in as much information as I can. I would just be confused.
Oh yeah,
all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you're giving me too much credit because there's nothing like clear. There's no clarity about it. It's just like a blind like literally you can see it like the peripherals just narrow down and then your heart's like
sure
and then your mouth's running and then
emotionally compromised. Yeah. Damn, that's such a crazy feeling. Like, you start spiraling. That's the feeling, right? You're just like, whoa, I'm going.
And you feel terrible afterwards,
right?
But luckily, I don't do that to like
women anymore.
Well, I only do that to strangers.
Well, that was so loud.
That snaps.
Yeah. I don't think I think the sound pad was up so loud that I just blew out a bunch of people's ears.
Dude, this is why I can't do podcasts, man.
Yeah, why?
Because like it takes me very little to begin oversharing. You know what I mean? Like that should not be public information.
Why not? What do you think the repercussions are for saying that?
Well, I don't want to be known as like a short-tempered person.
I think people will listen to this. This is how I listen to this, so maybe not everyone will think. But like, I think that it's cool that you're being honest about it. I think it's cool that you recognized it, and I think it's cool. We're becoming one of those Asian podcasts. We're talking about feelings. There's a bunch of them. This is what's happening. But no, I think it's cool. I think people will be like, oh, he's aware of what's going on. I think a lot of people are just unaware of being mad, and they're like not ashamed by it. I feel like you have a level of shame, which I think is healthy and normal, and I think you clearly don't like it about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think people, and I think it's very clear. It's not like ambiguous. You're not like bragging about it.
My takeaway from this is it's okay. My behavior is okay as long as I feel shame.
No, I think it's just healthy that you do feel shame and that you're not a short-tempered guy. You're just a dude who
is short.
Who is short. Short, comma, tempered. Short and tempered. But yeah, I mean, like, just the fact that I don't think people are gonna be like, this guy, I can't like fucking I have to be careful around. I think people will be like, yeah, he's gotten mad a few times, and that's just, it is what it is.
Oh yeah.
But that's not like a personality. Like, people don't like. I know, like, me talking to you, like, I'm not hanging out with people who I know are short tempered. You know what I mean? Like, you are clearly a person I like hanging out with and talking to because it's like,
because we have podcasts together.
Yeah, and you you're funny, and I need you to.
I think I think there's a way to make it likable. Like Joe Pesci, he's like a
angry guy. You think?
Yeah, I think you can be angry if you're non-threatening, and people will still like you. I think people find it endearing, and I think I have that going.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not a threatening guy. You're a likable guy. That's the thing. You're likable. You're a likable dude. And I think even if you get angry, people aren't gonna be like, unless it is like very common, it happens all the time, and you like start doing it in front of a lot of people, and like people perhaps catch it on camera and post it to like World Star, or like you start seeing clips of it go viral. Like, that's when I think you should be like, all right, people are gonna think of me that way. So I think
I did kind of feel that way that night, because I started to blow up, and then in the corner of my eye I saw like my friends who have seen me do this before, and they weren't like whoa. They were just like.
You don't like being perceived as this person, even if it's your friends, and even though you know your friends are not going to not be friends with you.
Yeah.
Because you're not like that all the time. Mm-hmm. You're a goofy dude. You joke around all the time.
Yeah. I'm a joke guy. All right. So should we do like amends? Should we like fix? Should we like role play?
Yeah. Do you want to do it? We can. You want to do it right now?
Okay. Yeah. Well, we could do yours first. Oh, I'm the Romanian guy.
Oh, sure.
I wish I could do a Romanian accent.
It's like Eastern European, just whatever that is. Hello, it's me. Think motherfucking Dracula. Hello? I want to suck your blood.
Hey, Romeo, done.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So what do I say?
All right, welcome to the stage, Art Kai.
We're doing from the top. All right. Oh, you guys are from Romania?
Look at my face. What do you think? You think?
Yeah.
Look at my
Hell yeah,
features.
dude! You're a good-looking Romanian guy. I love you.
You think I'm good-looking in Romania?
Dude, I'm about to act up right. I'm getting bricked up right now, dude. Is everyone from Romania this hot?
Hey, this guy's pretty good. Pretty good.
Sorry about that last comic. Oh, woof. Am I right? Oh, God. Look, I'm on your side, Romania. That's what I would. I actually would have. I wish I said that. Going up.
There we go.
Yeah, I wish it. Dude, I'm on your side, Romania. But I think that would shit on that comic, and that's burning bridges, and that's bad, right?
That is burning a bridge, but you're also building a longer bridge,
right, with the audience
from Brooklyn to Romania.
Yeah, Romania. Yeah.
So it's okay.
Yeah, I think it would have just been like really nice and not like try to like. I don't know, ask him questions. I would be like, oh, dude, thanks for coming out. America rocks, Romania rocks. I hope you enjoy this.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I forgot this one part of the story.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, this is actually what led up to the whole, do you have stand-up in Romania? Because I started asking him, I was like, hey, are you visiting? Normal question. He's from Romania. I'm like, are you visiting or do you live here? That's sort of what I was implying. He goes, no, I'm not visiting. I'm not visiting. And I'm like, oh, so do you live here? He goes, I don't live here. And I was like, all right, so what's going on? Like, what are you doing here? Like, are you here? He's like, I'm here for four months. And in my mind, I wanted to be like, okay, so you're visiting, right? You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, that's cool. That's fun. And then I talked about, because already I think he thought I was an idiot for asking if he was visiting and like not understanding the nuance of visiting versus living here.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of spiraled into.
Oh.
Yeah. Everything else is as it was said.
You want to redo that?
We don't have to. How was it? I feel like I messed up the first time. Again, we tried role playing, and I also fucked it up.
No, that was good.
It was good?
Yeah.
Be like, dude, good looking. You're good looking, dude. I'm so excited that you're here. Just like be really positive about it.
I guess that is one way.
That's not what you would do. You would shit on Romania even more.
Okay. Well, what if we did it the other way? What if we did it to where you're handling it like you're not deflecting and then you do like... You want to do that?
Here's what I would... I wish I would have done this.
Okay.
I would have, before I went up, I would have looked up a lot of obscure facts about Romania and made my whole set about Romania.
Make up a fact about Romania right now.
Yeah?
Make something up.
Okay.
All right, and then I'll...
Romania?
No, yeah, let me cue you.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm visiting. Why would I live here in this shithole Brooklyn at Easy Lover?
Dude, I love Romania, dude. You guys have the stinkiest cheese in the world, and it's so tasty. we know about that stinky cheese. We know about it. You know about it?
Yes, I know about my stinky
and
cheese.
Oh my God, your guys' mayor with the big lips.
You what?
You know,
nobody talks about Mayor Big Lips.
No, I love his politics, dude.
Okay, that was quite a curveball.
I think this is going well. I actually don't know if this is going well at all. I'm like, I don't think I should have interacted with the Romanian guy at all. All right, let's cue me up again. Be the Romanian guy.
Okay.
Are you visiting here? Do you live here?
Let's talk after. Let me do my set. Anyway, dating in New York is really tough, right, guys?
Try dating in Romania.
Shut up! You shut up! I lose my mind.
I think that went well. Did that offer you any sort of catharsis? Any sort of relief?
No, honestly, it's making me be like, I don't think I would have. Any option would have been bad, in my opinion. Okay. I think I would have fucked up at anything. Which is why at the end I'm like, I should have just done my set. Yeah. Not even address. Well, Divya went up after, and then she tried talking to him, and she was like, I'm not going to try to amend the U.S.-Romanian relations right now. And she just straight up cut it off and went straight into her set. I'm like, that's what I should have done. She's a better comic. She's so smart. Yeah.
Different vibes, different styles.
I kind of think it would have been funny if I just did specifically Romanian stand-up for
Romanian
7
fun
minutes.
facts.
Yeah, only
making shit up. That would have been funny.
Yeah, he would have. They would have loved it. He and his Romanian friend or whatever.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Do you want to do a role play? Do you want to try?
We can do a quick one.
Which one? Which interaction would you prefer?
We could do the one where I called the guy a couple of.
I was gonna say let's do the one where I'm your parents and I'm having sex to conceive you.
Okay. Am I in the room?
Well, you're in the belly. I guess you're not in the belly.
I'm making my way.
Oh, God. I'm going to come. No, it's only been a minute. Oh, okay. I'll hold on for a little. Your dad is perfect control of cum. His cum. Yeah. He's like, all right, how much longer do you need?
The end of our podcast is just improv games.
Yeah, we're trying to find catharsis.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wow, that did make me feel better about being alive.
No, we don't want kids right now. Oh, shit. All right. I guess I'll hold it a little longer. But I love your cum. Was that catharsis or cathartic or?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
I
sorry.
could have used more lines.
If you're, yeah. Oh yeah. Do you want to chime in? Oh, I came. All right, now that's your cue. Now you're swimming.
I'll head back to my room.
And then everyone's like, no, you gotta go. You're first, dude. Keep swimming. Keep swimming.
Yeah, that did make me feel better.
Okay, let's do the one where I'm the dude.
You're the
about
guy?
to fight you. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, hey, small fuck. I'm trying to hit on girls, dude.
It's like, hey, man.
Yeah.
That is not considerate of the people around you.
What?
And you should carry yourself better. And I will fuck you up, you fucking homosexual.
Okay, all right. Yeah, the politically correct term, the bigoted term.
I think.
You know who my dad is? He's RuPaul. He's gay as fuck. I can't be homosexual because my dad is. I don't know how the logic works there.
And I hear you, and I respect you, but I cannot stand by you
Oh, so you hate gay
because of
people
your
now?
behavior.
Okay, guys. Hey, everyone, look. We got a bigot over here. We got a bigot.
You know, I'm starting to think maybe I did handle this correctly. Maybe I did. I chose the right path.
Wow. That's some good reflection. Honestly, my bad. I feel bad for saying anything. We should hang out sometime. You seem like a cool dude. My dad actually runs a golfing golfing practice. You want to get some free lessons, buddy?
I've always wanted to learn golf. You're much better at this than I am.
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm just being dumb as hell. Do you feel cathartic? I feel like that didn't help you. I feel like actually that made it a little worse.
Yeah. I feel like maybe.
Maybe this is not role playing is not the right way to do this. We're also not therapists. We're not professionals. We can't be doing role plays.
No, yeah, I think we'll get there.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep practicing. Do you have a silver lining for any of these blunders in your life?
I did look pretty cool.
Okay, when? Anytime? Every time. All three of the ones you brought up, you look cool in every single situation.
Yeah, it makes a good story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My dad's always proud of me. He's got like a blind temper as well.
Sure. Just like my son. My mistake of a son.
My bad.
My bad.
Yeah. What's up? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's your silver lining?
It also makes me feel like a big man. Makes me feel like a big old boy.
You mean for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
It does.
Yeah. Do you still regret sharing that on the pod?
I will.
You will?
Yeah.
I hope one day you'll just share things and not feel bad about sharing things. That's my goal for the pod. And that's sort of the point of the pod.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To get to a point where we can just like be open about everyone fucks up, you know?
Yeah, and everybody feels shame. And if you feel shame, it's your behavior is okay.
And it's
excused.
Yeah, and we would love to hear about it, and we will make fun of you because that's weird. But that's normal, you know?
Yeah.
It's normal to have shame. It's also normal to judge people for fucking up.
I feel like we're ending this on a very like on a very like Barney, Mr. Rogers kind of note.
Oh, sure. Mm-hmm. And you don't want that.
I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe I'm just uncomfortable with sincerity.
Yeah, maybe. Well, it's funny because you're the one who had the idea of silver linings at the end of the other podcast.
I know.
I thought it was great. I thought it's a cool way to like reflect.
Oh, here's a silver lining.
Sure.
Talking about it made me feel like it's okay.
For now.
And
yeah.
Yeah, and it's
until
okay.
it comes out and we go fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the sort of risk you have to take with podcasting. You kind of have to be ready that you're gonna say shit, and sometimes it's gonna be kind of awkward.
Yeah, you really have to make sure you're like a good person
to podcast. I don't even think you gotta do
because
that,
because then then you're bulletproof. You're never gonna slip up. You're never gonna like
or just have no
overshare.
shame. Have no shame. That's the key.
Okay, so do we want shame or have no shame?
No, I think
very conflicting themes.
I don't think you want shame, but I think it's okay to have shame.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's why I said shame is normal, but also us judging you is normal. Anyone judging anybody is normal. And once we feel like this is all normal, then we can truly be numb.
Okay. All right, we got to wrap this up. This is going off the rails.
Let's see, silver lining on my end. Yeah, I probably either wouldn't have. The silver lining. I had a good time. I feel like I learned about not Romania, but I learned not to do that. I guess is that a silver lining to learn something?
What did you learn? You learned not to do what?
To address a Romanian person if it's not going well, knowing that they probably don't speak English as well as I do, and realize that the interaction probably is going to go bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have to agree.
Yeah. But I tried to just be silly. See, here I am trying to defend it. Like, I'm trying to be silly. Well, it didn't work. But that's okay.
Yeah, you did stand up. You were doing stand up.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I was doing stand up, and that's the issue with stand up. Sometimes you flop.
You got to do it.
You flop real hard. You can get real uncomfortable. That dude didn't like anyone say. He was not laughing at anybody. So, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with the standards that the Romanian
comedy, right.
Set.
Yeah. Their understanding and fluency of sarcasm way above ours. It's just so advanced.
That classic Romanian bit. Oh, what do you think? What do you think?
It is a very Eastern European thing to like have that sort of passive aggressiveness. Mm-hmm. To like, oh yeah, well, whatever, dude. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, you get it.